Okay, Roflo. So, seen a lot. This guy has improved unbelievably since he broke on the scene in the big leagues of ERA over 5. But I actually wanted to introduce a little more video. You know I could get a little nutty up here.
This is where you do your best work.
And Claudia Olson, who's awesome.
Kills it.
I was going to go back to high school footage. And what she said to me was, don't do it because it'll be alphabet soup up there. Get all little crazy up here.
Too much.
Where it's too much. Okay. That's my point. Concise. Get to the point. So, Dylan Cease, Milton, Georgia.
Yes.
Near.
By me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'm fascinated by stories like this. Kid out of high school, 2014, would have been a first rounder. Hurts his elbow.
Yes.
Tommy John, eventually. The White Sox, or the Cubs, in the 6th round, end up drafting him. He's a 96th player overall. And then quickly gets better. He's a principal prospect in a trade for Quintana, along with Eloy Jimenez.
They
oh my God! Could you imagine the Cubs having him right now? I had to have the prelude on that. But here, just take a look quickly. So those of you that aren't White Sox fans or really know much about Dylan Cease, and if he didn't walk so many guys, we'd be talking about him as the American League Cy Young. I agree. I think so because of his whip. I know that Verlander's likely going to get it. But look at this. The progression of domination.
Yeah.
All right, so what is it? When I go into this tape, I'm going to show a guy that throws more sliders than fastballs. Your instinct when I say a dude throws more breaking balls than fastballs, you say what? What kind of heaters he got?
Not a big one.
Thank you. Dylan Cease has progressed his delivery, and why I wanted, stop right there, Lucas, please. Why I wanted to mention high school arms. Coaches out there, kids, and I know it's YouTube, and this is an opportunity for us to, I know you do a great job. There's a learning moment. Look at some old video of this guy. Who knows where he goes? I hope he has a 15-year career. But he did the Giolito thing. Where am I back here? He was one of these long guys.
Long arm.
Back here, right?
Tightened it
all. So then you're late, strain, elbow, Tommy John. He's super, super short on the backside. So that is a concerted effort to saying, how do I stay healthy? Where can I be more efficient with a better arm path? He talks about it, and he did it. So kudos to this guy. Don't know him, but man, I'm impressed with what he's done. Go ahead and play it, please. So as a result, if you watch some of these throws here, DeRo, you're going to see a super short arm action, a la Lucas Giolito and others, Shane Bieber. Back it up 1 second, please, because I do get lost here a little bit. Stop on the backside here. I want to accentuate this point because, go ahead, play it when he gets to the bottom edge of where the ball is on his leg, pant leg. Stop right there. Now, right here.
How hard is that to make that change?
It's not hard, but you got to trust it. You have
to say, I would think I wouldn't throw as hard.
Right. Or like, boy, oh boy, how do I get to my, where am I? If I'm doing one of these moves here, right? Which I actually was one of those guys. Wah, wah, and now I'm going to, instead of back here, I'm going to be.
Everything up?
I'm going to be, you're throwing like a catcher, right? You're throwing like or middle infield. When you threw from shortstop, where'd you go? Short, right? So this is amazing, but we're getting a lot of positive results with guys feeling stronger, allowing their torso to pull their arm along for the ride. Go ahead. All right, so this is not just some like 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
No,
he is a max effort guy. Yes, he wants to go for a spot, but he leads American League in walks at 58. But he has that kind of stuff. Batting average against is low. All the numbered metrics are like top. This is what I want to establish. The guy throws 97 to 100 miles an hour. There's the 100. So like that's like, okay, pull the trigger or not. And he's got the big Uncle Charlie. So before we get to Mr. Nasty, he's got, look at this. And by the way, some of these counts, he's not afraid. Whoever's making these pitch calls, it's really good. Look at this. So that's a 12-6. There's nothing like get me over about this. DeRo, this is nasty stuff. All right, stop right there. Thank you. Thank you, Claudia. I said, hey, we just got to make sure we highlight why this dude is what he is. Thank you. Go ahead. She put some stars there. This is a gold star pitch. And the reason why.
Tight cutter.
Right. But he'll throw it from 86 to 90, and we'll see some 86s here. But this is a trust in a grip, and I'll show you here eventually. 3-2 count. This was the 86 get me over, right? So he's throwing 98 to 100, and he does that. So he's got 3 pitches, barely throws a changeup. He doesn't need it yet. And this is a pitch that's much faster, later break, therefore less reaction time for a hitter to say, okay, what is it? Fastball, slider, oh, geez, I got to swing. And this has been the difference, DeRo. He, along somewhere in June, all right, stop right there. Okay, May. Now, this was their best shot. I know it's a little bit blurry, but when he came out of it, he said he kind of tinkered with his grip. Back it up one step, one click for the August. Back up. No, back. Yes, right there. Okay. So I know it's not really, you can't see, but this.
I can see it. He's
this
on
ball,
the two seams right there.
He's a little bit off or further up on the ball and a little bit more on the side with respect to being able to pull down. This is a pull down, aggressive pitch. And when you start throwing it in the upper 80s, there's no like easy, I just want the down and away break. He's getting here and going, poof, that's a pull down. Go ahead, play it. I know it's not as discernible. And I wanted to show this, and this is an awesome slow-mo because I know what, well, I'm not going to not know what you say, but with respect to the dot. Stop right there.
Toughest pitch.
Tell me.
Toughest pitch for me to hit in my entire career was a good slider.
Why?
Because I thought it was a fastball.
Stand in the right-handed batter's box, would you?
And I'm thinking up the middle the other way. So once I see that come out middle or middle away, I think it's what I like. And I think it's a heater, and then by the time I pick it up, it's...
All right, so let me ask you this. What are the more identifiable sliders? You guys see what?
Oh, you see a big circle.
Okay, so I want to show you this, because I never thought about this, and I pitched when...
That's why spin rate's so big. You want to create that where the guy can't pick it up.
His spin rate is increased. Now they don't even use stuff, and it's increased, which tells you how violent. But here, can you zoom in on this? You see this? There are pitchers that are smart enough, because when I pitched, they used to mud the baseball almost to a point where it was dark. And I worried less about the spin, the rotation of that dot. But if you put, I hear guys all the time, and I never thought of this because I didn't worry about the Major League silhouetted batted logo. If you put this in the front and I throw this, I'm lefty, and I throw this, and as it comes out, it's spinning to you this way, DeRo and the rest of these boys can see that. They can see a little goofy blue dot more so. So a lot of pitchers now, they're identifying that, and I guess I would have too, because they don't rub the baseballs anymore, or as much as they should. They put it on the backside. So now you have the Rawlings that's spinning at you as opposed to the logo.
You won't pick that up.
Yeah, it's just less of a mark. This is the craziness how good these hitters are, that you got to think that stuff. Okay, play it. I can't accentuate enough of why this guy...
Can I stop you real quick?
Yeah, please do.
I used to sit with the... You want to do this? His sliders?
Okay. Yeah, here it is, right here. So this is what is impressive to me, because this is really hard. Not for a reliever, because folks, when you're a reliever and you go out there and throw for an inning, you're emptying the tank, you're throwing it hard as you can, you don't care about really where you throw it because they all throw 100. So spin rate's up. This is a discernible high spin rate. And if you could look here, when he broke into the big leagues, it was 2,600. It's still a plus spin rate. So spin rate's up on him, which tells me how aggressive he is at the end. And
that's what I want to talk about. So
yeah.
Sitting the bench with the Braves early in my career, I used to sit next to Leo Mazzoni and all the Hall of Fame pitchers, and they used to talk about right here, just boop. And I used to tell myself, when I pitched in high school, and I know I was like on the side, elbow barking, like I was spinning it from my ear.
Yeah.
Explain to the kids at home what he means by that. I don't know how you get it to dance just at the end.
Yeah, so you don't do it on a curveball. He's talking about a slider.
Yes.
Yeah, curveball, as I talked to Wainwright.
It's violent, and then the last second, it's just like, I don't get that.
All right, so.
Wouldn't it be like,
I threw a cutter.
To snap this.
I threw a cutter, and I varied my break on it. And it was varied break based on effort and how much I would turn in. And I tried to stay off center. Mariano was an off center guy. I'm going to show you Mariano Rivera. He was four seam. He exposed more white on the inside part of the ball, and then it was middle finger pressure, and you just throw a fastball. I used the slider grip through Dave Righetti and Ron Guidry, and then I just started throwing it real hard. But instead of trying to manipulate it too much, it was a middle finger pressure. But at the end, DeRo, I can't explain it with respect to what you feel as it comes off your hand. I really felt this seam pull down. And so long as I'm out in front, I'm not going to get the side-by-side left-to-right frisbee. It's going to have this break to it. You can back up a little bit just so it could. So instead of it being this one, which I did to Vladimir Guerrero and other guys that I wanted to stay flat, A-Rod and other guys up, the one that I wanted to make sure was down, you get your hand through it and you get this break. So all it is that much, right? Slider, tight break. Yeah. His vertical has gotten less. As a result, it looks just like a fastball. Go ahead and play it. Are we done? Yeah, this is...
Row flow.
This is good. Wait a minute. Hold on.
We'll stay here all day.
Wait, 1 second, row flow. We got to show this. Since StatCast era, look at this. So they got all sorts of statistics, but all I care about is this. This year, his slider, run value, impact of an event based on the situation. Look at this.
What's Tanaka doing with himself right now?
I think he's
Living the dream?
probably living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good stuff.
There it is.
Al,
So,
excellent
good.
as
really
always.
good. I can't say enough about the transformation, and I say transformation based on Dylan Cease, surgery, come through the minor leagues, reinvent himself, become more efficient with his arm path, and now he's a dude.
Yeah.
I hope he stays healthy and pitches a long time.
And he's also the reigning pitch hand winner for the month of July, and he deals with the Baltimore Orioles.
Thank you, Claudia and Max.
Good job, guys. Excellent work
Researchers to the
by the
stars.
production crew
Edit.
as well.